still sticking around. They are gung-ho on making this happen.
All right. Well, today I don't really feel like going live. I'm just gonna record a video. Oh, that's crappy. Oh, that's kind of nope. That's just crappy. This thing fell apart. Had it for a long time. Now I'm just gonna slide it back on there and go find the super glue. Long 10-foot Type C charger I've had for a while. Charging this and my pad that charges my phone and all that kind of stuff. So, but today I want to kind of go over my notes from this week. I've learned, changed, adapted, everything. So, this is my day-to-day book. It's a notebook. I got it at Barnes and Noble or Target. I'm actually about to, with the way I'm journaling, I'm going to change to a different type of notebook because of the way I like to use it. Still going to do spiral bound tear outs to be able to just take notes and then throw them away if I need to. Because sometimes you just don't want to keep everything. And that's the problem with seam notebooks, is that sometimes you just want to rip it out and it doesn't work. A lot of people say that when you are truly a journal and you're trying to just empty your brain, even if you feel you make a mistake when journaling, leave it. Just scribble on it or whatever. You know that what's inside this is just a representation of the things that you want to leave behind. Good, bad, otherwise. A journal is something that is going to get left because it'll be here unless you destroy it after you leave. Who cares? So my first page is okay. I just write it all down. Gear maker videos. A haversack, food bags. What do I use? Well, I use a pillowcase. Other odd materials, sheets. These aren't odd materials. That anybody that's in the period gear, it's easier to find a period style sheet and then cut it into whatever you want, because that's more available and practical than anything else. What do I like to use? I like to use carpet tape. Everybody's, oh yeah, seen this, oh that. That's so intimidating. It's so intimidating. Oh yes, this machine. Thankfully, technology has come a long way. Let me grab mine. My haversack. It's always a bit in construction. Yesterday, I put in with some safety pins a nice leather secondary bag because it was sitting around and it's just what I had. This is a separate pillowcase that I used to make food bags. I had some extra fabric and it holds this right there. So I always have front access to this. My iPad will be inside the bag and all that kind of stuff, but I always have access to that. What is happening here? Next, I was really working on projects. So the note after this, I was watching a documentary, and they're looking at all the different ways that people are trying to prep for what's happening. All such indescribable things around the world. So the question is, what do you need once society falls? if you're so here in America, we've been set back for decades, decades upon decades. We isolated ourselves like we needed to develop our country and to migrate everywhere to take over to just pose all the Indians, the native tribes, to push out our borders between Mexico and Canada from sea to shining sea. Sounds a lot like some other people, but then we realized after really World War II, the U.S. realized if we just kind of push our own dominance everywhere, we don't have to let them do anything. We can control everything. And of course, later on, it became the petrodollar and all that kind of things. But nothing's ever happened on U.S. soil. And that is a scary thought. As an American, that is a scary thought. As a very well trained American, it'll be shooting fish in a barrel. The rest of the world truly doesn't know. And honestly, America doesn't know what it's willing to do. And it will be the greatest onslaught ever if the American citizenry has to stand up. We just went through an amazing natural disaster in North Carolina that had the entire federal government just completely abandon the area. And then local and small business stepped up, took over, took. If the government would get out of the way, that place would be set back up. They'd be rebuilding stores by now. But instead, all of the rich fucks get all the attention. Where all the poor people up in the mountains that normally don't want any help because we don't need it, we don't desire it, we wish to be able to take care of ourselves, aren't allowed to. And it's funny as all hell. Trump was on a sit down in California, and he's like, "Get them the stuff tomorrow. It shouldn't take a week. Give them 24 hours." And she's like, "Oh, we gotta worry about what about the environment?" Nah, bruh. Just get it going. People mean more than plants. If you put anything, any group, if you put the environment over the people, then the people will lose eventually. And then they blame the environment for why they lose. No. You have to live in harmony. Harmony. I have no harmony in my voice. But I will reach out and help, and I will give you the shirt off my back, and you will do the same. Or else you are not a part of my community. And if you don't want to be a part of the community, that's fine. Just say so. What you need when society falls is knowledge. And if you have knowledge, you don't actually need any gear, you don't need any BS, you don't need anything. Because you have the knowledge to be able to make it. Gear is about a lack of knowledge. So, if you know, like most of us in military, scouts, bushcraft, period reenactments, all of that stuff, those people have so much knowledge. It's not the people in period reenactments have a lot more knowledge on actual topography and land usage for hunting and things than military folks do. Military folks just know go in, burn it, clear it. That's all they can do. They're not They're not actually. It's not tactical. It's tactful. They're not going in with the thought of resource management. They go with the thought the enemy's in there, get them out. They're the wrong people to lead in a point when you need a full environmental factor. But it's also the same when it comes to, say, the small fish that, say, there's fish in your river and somebody's upstream polluting it, killing the fish in the river. You go up there and you make them stop. Okay, now the fish come back. As long as you're back to your natural environment, you're good. There's no need to, at then that point, say no, you can't do anything else up or downstream. Cohesive nature balance. It's not really a balance because humans always destroy what we do. We come in, we destroy, and nature comes back and takes charge, heals itself because we are nothing but a parasite. So, when you think of it like that, no matter how bad of a disaster we cause, we are nothing more than just a parasite upon the earth who will eventually go away and something new will appear. If you look at Chernobyl, massive, huge. It happened the year I was born. I'm almost 40. Now there's a black mold. Now there's a colored black mold that they have found growing on the elephant's foot that is eating the radioactive material. That is literally soaking it up and spewing out other things, allowing nature to return. Because nature is smarter than we are. There's so much good about nature. Humans are such a plight. Alright, so the project's coming up probably once it starts warming up. So March, April are going to be here, and they'll start coming out. They'll start manufacturing the Boyle Lindsay tarp. I've talked with a bunch of people and read a bunch of videos, and then went out and talked to some old people, and they all said the same thing. Find yourself a nice covered barn, get it, make it, and then forget you own it. And I was like, that's so stupid. They're like, well, the only way is to allow it to naturally air cure, and I don't have a barn. So I've got to find somebody that'll let me just hang a couple bed sheets in their barn that may or may not spontaneously combust. And that's the fucked up part. The Boyle linseed oil tarps are supposed to be the absolute best, the game changer when it comes to doing your reenactment or your old-timey camping, classic camping. That's the weird term. There's a bunch of other terms in here. I wrote them down. But yeah, the classic camping where you cowboy camping, except with a tarp because I live on the East Coast. But I plan on doing a 9x12 canvas with a goal to have an end weight of 10 pounds. That is ridiculous. My entire backpack, fully loaded with all of my everything except for my cook kit, food, and water, was 10 pounds when I was going ultralight. That's nuts. The next one is the biggest one that's available. It's a 10 ounce, 12 by 15 canvas, and it's probably going to have an end weight of 15 to 18 pounds. I don't understand it. So we made the bedroll the other day, and that video's already up. I don't think we finished out the making, but we're still trying to figure this out. Um, so bedroll width for uh, to have a 3 inch foam, 3 inch mattress, and a pocket down the side for all of your gear is 42 inches. Uh, my bedroll is 80 inches long with a 16-inch flap on the end that I'm gonna just use for shoes. My boots, my pants get soaked, I'll be able to just pop them off down at the end. They'll still be good underneath the tarp. Um, yeah, trying to figure all that out. I like for me my sit on height for when I'm at, say, I'm sitting at on the edge of my bedroll and my tarp is up for my height because I'm 5'9". I like 42 inches as my center height. Um, I'm not doing the slit or backing. Uh, I am trying to figure out how to do a Waylene with uh, a single tarp. So it's about where I put my tarp clips and then how you go in one at the middle and then and in one, or in one at the middle on the top down, it has the front cover, and then you allow the side to fold in and down, and then you use a tarp clip there. That made no sense to most of y'all, but some of y'all could actually see the vision as I was making it, and it's amazing. Um, as the kind of thought process comes out, we built the 4 inch high walls, we have the floor, we have the back, and we have just a throw over top for the bedroll. We could do a full 270 zipper from here, 180 zipper there to there, and just allow those three sides to fold. But I don't believe that having a zipper is necessary. I'm not going to do toggles, but a zipper is not actually weight conscious, nor is it necessary for what it is. Because in that thing, if you were to take the throw over and you slid yourself over to the side and you just pulled it and tuck, 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 you got a tube. That stuff does not breathe enough to allow the heat out, even if the heat's getting thrown. If you've got yourself tucked in, yeah, that Tyvek is some amazing material. The problem is it's loud as shit. You have to break it in. You have to use it. It's probably gonna be the same as the the sil uh, the sil fleece and the sil cotton. The sil cotton's gonna be crinkly. You're gonna have to break it in, and then every so often, because it's silicone and it's gonna wear, you're gonna have to brush and apply more. Nothing on there, nothing on the back side. So I was meditating, as I am wont to do, and I love doing. And it's just, I am one of the luckiest people in the world. God has given me the ability for my brain to just have no thoughts. And those of you who have seen Bill Donahue and understand that the Bible is an allegory, it's also true. Every single word. Every word is divine by God. But it's up, and George Carlin, in one of his books, he did an audiobook for it. And in the introduction for it, he said, I'm going to read this to you, but you're going to have to get somebody else to understand it for you. And I always thought it was just kind of funny, a slight at people who either didn't read or truly didn't try to follow what was happening. Now I understand what the underpinning of that kind of that means to me. It's that you can sit, I can hand you my book, I can give you my book here, and you can read it, and you can have a comprehension of what the words are because they're words. You can understand what they mean, but you'll never understand the intent behind my words. And that's really what I'm doing this for. Is I feel that intention. Hey, you should do this. And it's because I'm building a habit. I'm developing a habit and I want this habit. And I don't even feel like, hey, I should do that. It's you need to put that out. You need to go watch this video. And I stop. I'm sitting here watching LCK tournament, and I'm 45 minutes in. Well, they're 4 minutes into the first match, and I like this. It's something I enjoy following. That I do not. I don't play video games. I don't play them on my phone. I don't play them on my computer. I don't play them. Period. I don't like. My brain doesn't enjoy that. I don't process it well. But my brain tells me, hey, open your phone, that one. And I won't, and I'll watch a video. And I'll be like, oh shit, I was watching one the other day, and I probably got 10 minutes into it. And I realized, I was like, what am I doing? Why am I anxious watching this video? And it was because something, I had backed it up twice to a certain part. And it was like, I need to stop this. I need to stop it. And I need to go get my folder. I didn't have my sack with me. I need to have my sack with me at all times. I'm working on that. I'm working on having my shit with me. My wife is so much better at this. She has this black bag she walks around with everywhere. I hate having stuff on me. But this came to me as I am wandering to find myself and leave the world behind. Choosing the things that bring me joy, asking to abandon that which failed my soul, slowing my life with intention. And that's it. I am intentionally doing everything I can to slow my life, slow it down, to let all the bullshit go. Now, finally, it's been 23 minutes, and I finally hit that point where my sinuses are starting to run. Now they're running this way. So, I've actually hit a really cool spot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got like 10 pages of notes I haven't even touched yet. And it's everything with I was doing a research into the carnal mind, and then went into cooking item development and preparation. How open is your spirit? Mine's apparently trying to run out of me. But how open is your spirit? The point of yoga, the point of Kundalini, the point of meditation, the point of prayer, the point of all is to be able to connect to God. Whether you do it through Buddha and the teachings of no teaching, whether you do it through Jesus Christ in His name, to be able to open your portal straight to the Spirit of God. Whether you do it to Allah, to allow the Spirit to flow through you so that you may be, through your works, actions, and everything, the best version of yourself. There are others. There's some that I can't talk about because it'll get me canceled straight off the rip. And some old pastors I used to follow have been deleted straight off the rip, man. They California preachers preaching their version of what the Bible says and the truth. Getting canceled for shit. I don't understand canceling a preacher, man. You got 700 versions of all the different teachings. You know, tell somebody they can't say something. Don't get it. Don't like it. But this has been kind of just going through the front piece of it. We go through the cooking. You gotta. I'm not really gonna do a bunch of cooking stuff. And then I went into a few hours of church at Donahue. That is not pretty. Went through the carnal through there. Repent and return, repeat and repair. Yep, then down. The 3.5 turns is something I could never remember. The Kundalini, the Om always should be the one with the current spirit. Tries to bad out. You gotta do it through meditation. Meditation is self-control, anger, guilt, money. It is what it is, man. I'm just human. Let me see if I can pause it. Pause the volume. Blow my damn nose. I think that was Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday. Now I did a swag bag. That was Thursday. Last night I didn't do anything. I just chilled. And then yesterday I went through a conditioning, reconditioning your brain and your thoughts. And the final end of that was a couple hours later. I was watching something. Something probably on the news. And at the end, I was just sitting back in my chair, kind of contemplating and wondering what all God's got planned for us over the next couple of years. I know He's got the best and ever plan for all of us who want and believe. But, you know, some days you just don't want to hear nothing. Some days you don't want to hear nothing from nobody because ain't nothing gonna make anything any better, any worse, anything, and you know that you just need to go somewhere where it is quiet, and not just vocally quiet, but spiritually quiet. And when you go to that quiet place is what makes you whole. My wife's been gone for a week, almost a week, 6 days. She'll be home in a couple hours, and I am so excited because it feels like a part of me has been gone. But at the same time, I have been able to take over all of the space in our bedroom, office area, to put out videos, to go through my stuff, to really understand that I want to be able to help people. I want to give away my shit. We keep trying to be minimalists, but we're not. Because we were poor, and we grew up poor, and we grew up wanting things, and then we got things. Then we found out the things we got were crap. Buy so much crap. Why? Because if you got 12 of something that kind of works, you got one thing that really works. It's a consistent new age built to fail. I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to close my eyes and talk to God. And I know because of my meditation I can. I close my eyes and just, oh, thank you, universe. Thank you, God. The observer gonna keep observing, man. Ain't nothing you do about it. Give in, lay all your worries, all your stress, all the things in your heart and in your subconscious that you haven't dealt with. Take it off, roll it into a nice little ball, and lay it at the feet. Lay it there. Now, here's the hardest part. Leave without picking it back up. We all keep picking it back up.